Hey there, Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, Scorpio Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel. Here we work with the energy to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. And so, happy birthday to you. First and foremost, happy birthday, Scorpio. We are coming up on the new moon in your sign. Lots to talk about this week, so we're going to go ahead and get into it. This is for the week of November 9th through the 15th, 2020. How's that Sun in Scorpio working for you? Solar return. Okay, so, can you hit the thumbs up? I always appreciate it when you show me the love that way, and it helps my analytics. And it's always appreciated by all the YouTube creators whenever you hit the thumbs up. And, I'm not surprised to see this. If you'd like to subscribe to the channel, I'd appreciate that. Don't forget the rest of it. And if you hit the thumbs up, you'll know when you'll be notified when I upload videos. I do have the Sun sign in Sagittarius coming out on not a Monday, so that would be something coming up here. So you have the resting tree for your overall energy this week. So as that full moon, that was really interesting, that happened in Taurus, that full moon was in your 7th house of partnership, intimate or personal. As that's waning down, I think there's this need to pull in your energy and just kind of have patience for the situation, to reflect. She's laying near the water. And she's looking into the water, and I feel like she's like reflecting on things. And there's a need also to, when this time of year is always a great time to really pay attention to our dreams, because the veil is so thin. And so the ancestors come forward and they're talking to you and in your dream time. And so resting and having patience for what's coming next. Okay, so we're very self-reflective this week. And I think when you get to that new moon, and the new moon is when you plant the seeds of intention for what you want for the following year that's coming, that is like, so what do you want to accomplish by this time next year when you have your next solar return? This is the energy. So spending a little time being in the stillness, diving deep into yourself, getting to know what it is that is important to you so that you make the decisions about what you want to set your intentions on, because this new moon is going to really require dedicated effort, consistent effort to get to where it is we want to go. You know, I keep having these glitches, and I think I just figured out why. There is this weird app open. I don't know why it's open. That might improve the thing. I'm only like 8 in. 8 or 9. I've lost track how many videos I've done. Spirit has me doing them in a different kind of order these days. So, okay, let's get into this. So we start out with the moon in Virgo. Virgo is for you, Scorpio, your 11th house. So that's group activities. Where do you fit in? It could be it's a very public area of your life. So it's your reputation. It's how people see you in a group situation, group setting. And so there might be a need to push through or surrender something. And it could be that what you're pushing through and surrendering is, I think that you're very tired and you're exhausted and you want to spend time within yourself. And I think that you might be pushing away and saying, I can't right now be out there because what I need is to be in here. And look, they're just doubling down on this because you have the quiet retreat. You have the quiet retreat. It is time to disconnect from the outer world so that you can discern and process your true thoughts and feelings from your inner world. Create this quiet time for yourself, and you'll have more clarity about what to do next. So while all that stuff is going on around out there, and there's a lot this week happening, we've got Venus in her home sign, her relationship home sign of Libra. opposing Mars that's in retrograde until Friday. So it's the slowing down, and the energy is building between. So you have the divine feminine in her home sign saying what she wants and what's of value to her. And we have Mars really getting irritated because it wants to get things moving, it wants to do things, and it wants to take control and take charge. And it's like this building up of this energy of the divine masculine, and there's an opportunity on Friday the 13th for there to be an explosion with that. So that's happening, and the moon is twice this week, and so on Monday and then again on Friday it's in this really weird angle, this we call a quincunx angle with Chiron, which is the wounded healer. And so your wounds will be coming up, you'll be noticing them, you'll be feeling them. And so that part of what this is going through and figuring out what's important to you, what can you heal, what do you need to heal, what matters at this point. And so honoring that is the energy that you are in, and creating that space for yourself. So don't push yourself to be out there to hang out with people, to be on that Zoom call if you can get out of it, or whatever you need to do. I also really want to encourage you to get out in nature if you can, because the resting tree makes me feel like if you can get outside and just sit with your back against a tree and allow yourself to contemplate in this quiet retreat, again, it shows all this nature stuff. And I feel like getting yourself grounded, spending some time grounded, will really help you this week to have the clarity of thoughts, of connecting the thoughts with your heart space. It is by connecting emotionally that you're going to figure out what is truly in your best interest and what it is that you want to do. And meanwhile, the sun in Scorpio is in this beautiful supportive energy of Neptune in Pisces, which is all about the dreams. And so what is the dream that you really want? You are being supported in your quest of figuring out what it is that you want to do and create in the dream state for yourself. And by that, I mean the dream state going forward, not sleeping. I mean, what is the dream that you want to manifest? Because Virgo energy is very much about pulling stuff down and creating a plan and nurturing and growing it. And so really using this energy to figure out what is your dream, and then allowing yourself to maybe start to create a plan in your head. Mercury is going to move into Scorpio on Tuesday, still in shadow, going over areas that it's already gone over in this retrograde period. So there will be like a revisiting of some thoughts and stuff going on. So paying attention to those revisited thoughts and how do you feel about them now that Mercury has gone back and forth over them. You might feel like, gosh. You might feel like that. Like, I can't quite get my thoughts out. I'm not really sure where everything stands, but I'm trying to figure things out. You have a lot of cards that came out here. Okay, so Wednesday. Wednesday is the 11/11 gateway. And the moon moves into Libra. And Libra is the tarot. In the tarot, the Justice card represents Libra. And it's moving in there at 11 o'clock, 11:09, almost 11:11, on 11:11. So we have all this energy of this gateway, this big 11:11 gateway, which is really this portal that really opens up. I think it's like kind of like the doors are starting to swing open. And when we get to that new moon, that's really when the energy is going to start shooting forward. It is about planting your seeds of intention for what it is that you want next. Like, where do you want to go? What are you willing to work hard for? Because after that new moon happens, and the new moon does happen on Sunday, but right after it happens, there is the moon comes into sextile with Saturn, and Saturn says you need to be consistent, disciplined in order to nurture and grow what you're trying to accomplish here. And so while you're doing this resting, while you're doing this contemplating, being aware that there will be steps, and there will require you to weed out what doesn't work for you. Oh my God. This card right here. Oh, can you see it? It says 11:11. Huge gateway for you. Huge gateway. Oh my gosh. Okay. So it says numbers and double digits, synchronicities into don't hold back your love now. Life is meant for you. Don't hold back your self-love, and don't hold back telling the people in your life that you care about them, right? It's both. 1111. It is a gateway, and you got the gateway card. That's craziness. Okay, and then the other card that came out is the gate open, the doorway open. This one says a note on love. Seek different seasons and enter into the unknown. When love is the focus, foundation, and goal, blessed is the body, mind, and soul. I have to tell you, these doorway cards that I got, they aren't really all about love. There's all kinds of things covered in here, and that you would get two. You actually got 3 cards, and 2 of them so far have been really focused on the gateway to love. And this one is the art of life. I love that. Look at that. That looks very Greek. It really looks like something I would have seen when I lived in Tarpon Springs. It was founded by a Greek community. It's really cool. All right. There's a star on the door, too. So that feels like follow your dreams. Anyways, the art of life. There's no sacred light in the aura of an invisible life. Be bold in your skin. Let your love dance in sight. That's crazy, because honestly, these aren't love cards, and yet you got 3 of them, and they're all about love. So, even though this new moon is happening in your house of you, I think that full moon that happened in your house of partnership may have helped you to clear some space to allow you to process about what it is that you really want in that arena of your life. So the moon is going to move into your sign, Scorpio. Oh, does that matter? Okay. On Thursday, Jupiter is going to conjunct with Pluto, which means it's getting ready to pass Pluto, break free of some of those restrictions. Pluto rules your sign. Jupiter being conjunct with it will magnify that which is small. Last time this happened was in March, and then we had the big virus outbreak, okay, here in the U.S. So it's that kind of energy. But in your personal life, you can choose how you're going to use it. And you can use it to magnify the small things in your life that matter. So taking a small idea and making it bigger. Counting your small blessings so that you can magnify them into a larger overall feeling of being very blessed, right? Of knowing how blessed you are. And so you can use that energy to magnify the small things in your life that you are transforming through. Okay. All right. So Moon in Scorpio. 11:19 a.m. on Friday the 13th, when we have so much happening. So that's that day when, again, the moon is going to be irritated by Chiron over in Aries, but this time it is opposing in your 7th house of partnership Uranus. That explosive energy that really supercharged that moon on that we just had, that full moon in Taurus 2 weeks ago. So that's going on at the same time that Mars is finally stationed direct and starts moving forward. So Mars has got all this pent-up energy. There's all this irritation. There's the explosive energy potential from Uranus. And we have the moon conjuncting Mercury in your sign, which can be kind of nasty when it gets turned loose vocally. But it is happening at 4:44 p.m., that conjunction. So I'm hoping that the angels are going to help and guide all of us while we are talking. Because even though it's 4:44 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you still have 4:4 at the end of that, no matter where you are in the world. So that's good news. I think we're going to need all the angel help we can get that day, because this energy to me feels like a bolt of lightning hitting a forest that has been going through a drought, and there's going to be a massive firestorm. That's what it feels like. And you need to hide out from it. You need to let the world do what the world's going to do. And you dive deep into your emotions of what it is that you want. You're still under the resting tree. You are still doing your quiet retreat. You are still focusing on what it is that's going to manifest and bring to you the love in your life that you want. Now, this love can be a partnership. It can be a creative project. It can be anything that you feel passionate about, but honestly, it has these real strong tones of romance. So if you're in a partnership and it's been struggling, this is the part where you do the little self-reflection review about where it is and where it is you want to go with it, right? If you have been single for a while and you've done your healing work and you're like, yeah, I think, I'm ready to venture in as soon as I figure out what it is that I really want in a relationship. I just heard want to give in a relationship. That's interesting. Oh. So, wow, you guys are so deep. Holy cow, hold on. Wow, you guys are really doing a self-inventory. I mean, it just got so dark and murky. I couldn't even see. Things were like swirling around. For you to be able to see in the darkness there is impressive. It's hard work, I can tell. Okay. So, you have this new moon, you have communication is the key. You're going to have to be willing to come up out of that deep, dark dive that you're doing at some point and communicate. So, communication is the key. A couple of things I see with this is communicating with yourself. A good way to do this would maybe journal your way through it. Get it on paper, be able to really sort it out. Spend some time in nature sorting it out. So there's communication with yourself, your higher self, your spirit guide team. And then when you know what it is you want, in order to manifest it, it needs to be communicated out to other people. Be bold in your skin. Let your love dance in sight. Yeah, you're going to have to tell whoever it is where you're at. When love is the foundation, is the focus, foundation, and goal, blessed is the body, mind, and soul. Don't hold back your love now. Life is meant for you. Yeah, you're going to have to communicate. You can't live in dream state. You can go there. You can go deep. You can, and you should. But at some point, you're going to have to surface and share. Okay, so real potential for change. Lightning bolt out of the sky when you're ready. Okay, and as I said, after that new moon, it is going to run into Saturn, and Saturn's going to say, are you willing to put in the work? So to be successful, the answer has to be yes. Okay, so then the moon is going to move into Sagittarius at 10:47 a.m. on Sunday. You have fellow travelers, support is all around you. Once you communicate out, you're going to find that you are supported by the people around you. Once they know what it is that you want, where it is you're going, what do you want to do, then you will find the support team that will be there for you. But first, you're going to have to communicate. It's so interesting because it says fellow travelers, but there's only one person. But sitting on a tree watching is a peacock. Oh, and there's a peacock down there. So it's a pair of peacocks. No, they're both males, but one is white and one isn't. Because only the males have those tails. So, spiritual meaning of a peacock. is to let the real you shine. Like being willing to expose yourself, right? Because you see how he's sitting there and he's got his tail all folded up? That is not how he gets the female peacocks. The hens are like, what, dude? You're just droopy. It is the ones that puff up and put their plumage out there and they're willing to strut their stuff, that self-confidence. That's how they communicate. It was with confidence. So there's a rainbow at the end of that road. But I do think that along the way, you're going to have to be willing to step into your power, be confident, and put it out there what it is you want. Because believe me, when those male peacocks start making their mating call, it's annoying and loud and everybody hears it. You can't miss it. They communicate what they want verbally and they communicate what they want physically by, here I am. They expose all of their glory, right? So, and I don't mean like that guy on at that Zoom meeting. Don't expose that kind of glory. All right. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm not going to explain it. Look it up. All right. You guys have a great week. It looks like you have an opportunity to create for yourself once you decide what it is. Okay, I wanted a different word, but I'm not getting one. The opportunity to have what it is that you want. So that just was too many opportunities. So knowing what you want, being willing to communicate it, and doing the work pretty much is a guarantee that you will accomplish it. And that is amazing in whatever arena of your life you're going after that. All right, you guys take care, and I will see you again next week.